Hey everybody, I'm Rich O'Reilly and playing with my good friend Franki Denull today, and I'm going to play some songs for you. So I'm going to do a couple, and then Frank, you'll come on up and do a few, and we'll see how it all goes. So this first song is called "Take a Stand," and I wrote this. The world really is a mess these days, and I sometimes I feel like I woke up in the Twilight Zone, and I don't even recognize the planet that I'm on anymore. And I'm just so glad that I have my faith to get me through it. And I find it a shame that some folks can't take that step of faith, whether it be peer pressure or they don't feel worthy enough. And the bottom line is none of us are worthy enough. That's why we need him. So let's do it. So far from home, feeling you're weak and oh so alone. Why don't you come back to your cornerstone? See, brother, don't you weep and moan. Brother, don't you weep and moan. Blood will cleanse every woman and man. His love has been there since the world began. He will set you free and take you in his hand. See, brother, it is time to make a stand. Brother, it is time to make a stand. It'll take too long. First you got to fix things, but brother, you were wrong. First comes salvation, then your victory song. Say, brother, it is time to be reborn. Brother, it is time to be reborn. Before you lay your head down on that pillow bed, please take and heed to all the words I said. Don't choose the darkness, choose the light ahead. See, brother, there is joy ahead. Brother, there is joy ahead. All right. So, next song I'm going to do is, I'm just going to kick into it. Found the fountain, you say you found the source. enough, man. You're always wanting more. Candles burning, let's try to get through this day. Can't take it with you, last thing I thought I heard you say. Think you're something, man, you really ain't nothing. Just keep on talking, you don't back it with your walking. What matters clear inside, and pride is in life, they just ain't right. Ashes to ashes, all you've gathered turns to dust. Despite your high grounds, you're gonna lose it to the flood. Just think about that, maybe tonight it is your night. Have you surrendered? Have you given up the fight? What matters clear inside, and pride is in life, they just ain't right. Ever seen a U-Haul go behind a funeral horse? Your fame and fortune and your life, it just gets worse. It's right before you, the answer and the key. Hey man, it's easy, it starts down on your knees. What matters clear inside, and pride is in life, they just ain't right. Right. Hey, Frank, want to come up and do a couple tunes for us? My good friend, Franki Denull, right here.
Absolutely. How you doing? How you doing?
Good to be with you. I'm going to go take a seat.
All right.
Show us what you got.
I've got too much hair in my way. Well, I'm not really complaining. Took a long time to grow it, and I may as well stick around with it, you know?
What you have here.
Yeah. You did a good job up here, Rich. Thank you for the invite to this, you know? Hopefully everybody have a good time. Just kick back and listen to some good music. Yeah. have you done? You put us in a garden like we should have a green thumb. Well, why is that again that we shouldn't touch this one? Everything inside my head said go ahead and take some. I said, hey God, what have you done? You put us in a garden like we should have a green thumb. Well, why is that again that we shouldn't touch this one? Everything inside my head said go ahead and take some. Should've listened to her, should've listened to him. 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 Well, he came with an idea from out of the branches. You might be missing something. What are the chances? From a whisper to a hiss to a Judas kiss? A split tongue double talk got us this. Yeah, came with an idea from out of the branches. You might be missing something. Well, what are the chances? From a whisper to a hiss, a Judas kiss, a split tongue double talk got us this. Should've listened to her, should've listened to him. Should've listened to her, should've listened to him. Should've listened to her, should've listened to him. Should've listened to her, should've listened to that one. You can't go back, can't go back there, huh? Get born again, that's your only way in. Well, you can't go back, can't go back there, huh? Get born again, that's your only way, yeah. I said, hey God, what have you done? Hey God, what have you done? What? Hey! Ah. You died a day, what would they say about you? You died a day, what will they put on your tomb? Take a good look in the mirror if you're able to. Does it remind you of all the things you wanted to? You died a day, what will they say about you? You died a day, what will they put on your tomb? Take a good look in the mirror if you're able to. Does it remind you of all the things you wanted to? Or is this all an illusion just filled with lies? And who's pulled the wool over your eyes, would you like to know? Well, I'll tell you. But you died a day, what would they say about you? You died a day, what would they put on your tomb? Take a good look in the mirror if you're able to. Does it remind you of all the things you wanted to? Nobody here has created themselves, so take all your trophies down off of their shelves. They don't belong to you. Well, I'll tell you, and all of us here have to use our own voice or give a defense or excuse for our choices. But Jesus is the one we'll be talking to. You died today, what would they say about you? You died today, what would they put on your tomb? Take a good look in the mirror if you're able to. Does it remind you of all the things you wanted to? You know, that song is about a good moral check of ourselves. So often we look in the mirror and we think that we're all that. We think that we're self-made. We think that we're superstars. But if you don't like the person looking back at you, like I did at one time, drugs and alcohol and divorces and living in poverty, I didn't like that picture. It's a good check. If you don't like what's looking back at you in the mirror, maybe you need to change your ways. I know I did. That's why I'm standing here today, hopefully to inspire somebody else that can come out of that. So that song is about, and also I just buried my mom this past couple of days ago. And it's a moral awakening to say, you know, if you looked in the mirror, do you like what you see looking back at you? So I hope you enjoyed the song. Come on up, Rich. Do a couple more for us. Yeah.
Let's raise this mic up a little bit. Thanks, Frank. That was awesome. It's so true. Like, similar to the last song that I played, it's like, you guys can't see it, but I'm looking at Frank over here. A lot of people have a lot, but a lot of people don't have satisfaction. And a lot of those people with a lot are the ones that don't have the satisfaction, because if I only had more, then I'd be happy. But you're never truly happy until you find what Frank and I have obviously found. Our faith in our Lord. So anyways, this next song I wrote. I told Frank I went to Mississippi 2 years ago. He said, really? Actually, it was a year and a half ago. So, but this song I wrote after during a long, cold winter that I just had enough, man. So this winter just never ended. So I've always wanted to go to the Delta, so I booked a trip down to the Delta, and there was a Bentonia Blues Festival going on. I wanted to see it. It was June. So I went down, and Rude Awakening, it was hot. It was super hot. So this song is based on a song by Jimmy Lee Williams. That's called Leaving Boston. sweet potato vine. Well, wake up, pretty mama, put your hand into mine. I'm leaving old Boston, baby, do you wanna go? I'm leaving old Boston, baby, do you wanna go? same. I'm leaving the dark days, I'm heading down to see the sun. I'm leaving the dark days, I'm heading down to see the sun. Wake up in the morning, see what I've done. My new job ain't enough to make me stay. I'm loving my new job, it ain't enough to make me stay. One more cold day, I think I'm leaving right away. Have you ever seen peaches growing on a sweet potato vine? Have you ever seen peaches growing on a sweet potato vine? Wake up, pretty mama, put your hands into mine. Right. Thanks, Frank.
It's a silent clap.
All right. Song. Is that? Yeah, so Frank wants me to describe my guitar. Yeah, so this is a National Resonator. This is a wood body. The other one was a steel body. What makes it a resonator is this plate right here. So there's a aluminum cone in there. It's made by the National Guitar Company out in California. These were developed back in the early 1900s by the Dopera brothers, if I'm saying it properly. And it was made to keep up with some of the loud jazz bands. The guitars couldn't keep up with the volume. Electricity wasn't very prevalent back then. So they invented these guitars, which had a great projection. Later on, you saw a lot of this in the Hawaiian music. And then in the blues guys used them because you could travel with them. They were made out of steel, and they made a great weapon as well in some of the juke joints. And they could travel with them in the rain, and nothing happened to them. Of course, I wouldn't take these out in the rain. This particular guitar is a Steve James version. This next song is based on, I guess it's Appalachian meets the Delta. I'm not quite sure. Comes for his own. Where you gonna be when he takes his people home? Where you gonna be when he comes for his own? On the mountain when he takes his people home. In that lonesome valley will he find you alone? Where you gonna be when he takes his people home? Where you gonna be when he comes for his own? Will you be in that city on the dark streets you have roamed? In that great big country, water and seeds you have sown? Where you gonna be when he takes his people home? Where you gonna be when he comes for his own? When he takes his people home? In that dark barroom are you drinking alone? Where you gonna be when he takes his people home? Where you gonna be when he comes for his own? Where you gonna be when he takes his people home? Where you gonna be when he comes for his own? Where you gonna be when he takes his people home? Where you gonna be when he comes for his own? Hey Frank, you want to come up and do a couple tunes?
Yeah.
All right. Might want to lower this a little bit.
Tough act to follow.
I think I hear a train coming, Rich. Well, I'm traveling over these railroad tracks, putting up my luggage on the luggage rack, looking out the window while I'm seeing all the people looking at me, thinking my life is passing me by. Well, it's not necessarily about where I'm going, but did I leave a good impression on your mind? Yeah, I'm traveling over these railroad tracks, tugging on emotions like they're rubber bands. Someone calls it sexy and another playing games. Another one says politics will change everything. Well, I wonder why. Well, it's not necessarily about where I'm going, but did I leave a good impression on your mind? After the winter snows, the earth comes alive again and everything grows. And after we've all been here for so long, the conversation is how everything has gone so wrong. Yeah, but I got me a ticket, and I like to keep it in my pocket. Traveling over these railroad tracks, putting up my luggage on the luggage rack, looking out the window while I'm seeing all the people looking at me, thinking my life is passing me by. Well, it's not not necessarily about where I'm going, but did I leave a good impression on your mind? Yeah, traveling over these railroad tracks, tugging on emotions like they're rubber bands. Someone talking sexy and another playing games. Another one says politics will change everything. Well, I still wonder why, Rich. Well, it's not necessarily about where I'm going, but did I leave a good impression on your mind? Yeah, 'cause everyone knows after the winter snows, the earth comes alive again and everything grows. And after we've all been here for so long, the conversation is how everything has gone so wrong. Yeah, but remember that ticket I told you about? I still got it in my pocket. And I know that train's coming. And I hear it. Yeah. Coming around the bend. Well, I'm traveling over these railroad tracks, yeah. I'm traveling over these railroad tracks. 'Cause it's not necessarily about where I'm going, but did I leave a good impression on your mind? Well, it's not necessarily about where I'm going, but did you leave a good impression on my mind? That train keeps on rolling. All right. I've written a lot of songs, Rich. I don't keep them all memorized in my brain. What brain left I have. What left brain I have. I'm using my left brain. I'm not thinking right. No matter what your color, no matter what your state, no matter what you're selling, no matter what you save, we need to come together over love, for Christ's sake. No matter what your color, no matter what your state, no matter what you're selling, no matter what you save, we need to come together over love, for Christ's sake. Now hold somebody's hand and lift it up and let the love come down on you. To hold somebody's hand and lift it up and let the love come down. Well, no matter what you just ate, no matter what you just threw up, no matter what you're smoking, no matter how much you can pump, we need to come together over love, for Christ's sake. I said, no matter what you just ate, no matter what you just threw up, no matter what you're smoking, no matter how much you can pump at the gym, we need to come together over love, for Christ's sake. Now hold somebody's hand and lift it up and let the love come down on you. Somebody's hand and lift it up and let the love come down. Yeah, well, it's come down to just one question. I'm asking, I'm not saying. It's black and white, it's dark or light, it's truth or a lie, it's believing. We need to come together over love, for Christ's sake. I mean that quite literally. It's come down to just one question I'm asking. I'm not saying it's black and white, it's dark or light, it's truth or a lie, it's believing. We need to come together over love, for Christ's sake. Hold somebody's hand and lift it up and let the love come down on you. Yeah, hold somebody's hand and lift it up and let the love come down. I said to hold somebody's hand. Hold somebody's hand up. Come on. I said to hold somebody's hand and let the love come down on you. Yeah, that's where it's coming from. Yeah. Rich, it's tag team time. Okay. Rock it up here. Did I do 2 songs?
This was 2.
Wow.
2 awesome songs.
Too awesome? Right. You're too awesome. Get up here.
You.
Get up here. We'll have to do a duet at the end. A tall and short duet.
Yes. Frank, awesome music as always.
Thank you, thank you.
Love your material. I'm going to do a couple songs, and I think Frank's going to come up and do a few more, and that's a wrap. So this song is, I wrote this song after going through one of the biggest trials of my life. And a couple of years ago, I was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer that had metastasized. It was advanced. It metastasized to my brain and my lungs. It wasn't a very good diagnosis, and by the grace of God, I'm still alive. According to that diagnosis, I shouldn't be here today. It's advanced stage melanoma, but my point is, although it's the biggest trial of my life, that trial really made me a better man. And you folks out there dealing with cancer might think I'm crazy by saying this, but Frank, I wouldn't change that for anything. It made me a changed man. It got me closer to the Lord. And the Lord really spoke to me. And, you know, I'm talking a lot about faith here, and there's a reason for it, because it's real to me. And the creator of the universe spoke to me personally during my time of trial when I was in that hospital bed, not knowing if I was going to live or die. So this song's called Rejoice in Your Trials. You struggle, each inch seems like a mile. You're struggling, each inch seems like a mile. You cry out, each inch seems like a mile. So that's my rejoicer in this trial. You don't seem to get anywhere. In this real life, you don't seem to get anywhere. In this real life, you don't seem to get anywhere. He's got a plan, a purpose, the need to feel. There's one that's got a plan for your trial. There's one that's got a plan for your trial. There's one that's got a plan for your trial. Well, you're a coal to a diamond they're refining fire. struggle, each inch seems like a mile. You're struggling, each inch seems like a mile. You cry out, each inch seems like a mile. Show that smile, rejoicer in this trial. So, I'm going to wrap it up with this last song. So this last song is this is based on the Mississippi Hill style, which is right outside the Delta, and that style of music really lends itself to the one chord. Frank, the one chord. We're talking theory earlier. So R.L. Burnside is a good example of this style of music, and his son Cedric is carrying on the torch. And he's still out there performing. Then there's Mississippi Fred McDowell, who played the style very much. So Fred came from those bluesmen that were really big back in the 30s and the 40s, and the Depression hit, and all the record companies folded because of the Depression, like Paramount Records and stuff. And so these guys went back from their recording careers. They went back to the Delta, the farms, the cities, whatnot. Fast forward to the 60s, during the folk revival, I should call it. A lot of folks went out looking for these guys, went to find them, and they found them on the farms, and they found them at the local store at some little town, and they enjoyed fame for probably another 10 years of their lives until they passed on, but they had a second chance at it. So this is in that style. I'm going to the river, I'm going down the hollow ground. I'm going to the river, I'm going down the hollow ground. Lay me in that muddy water, I'm glory bound. In this land of constant sorrows, I can lay my burdens down. In this land of constant sorrows, I can lay my burdens down. Lay me in that dirty water, all my sins are drowned. with mistakes. Gonna leave it all behind me. I'm gonna break the chains. I'm going to the river. I'm glory bound. I'm going to the river. Gonna lay my burdens down. Gonna leave it all behind me. Was lost but now I'm found. Had to let it ring, Frank.
Yeah, baby.
Come on up, brother.
Yeah.
All right.
Keep an eye on the clock for me.
Will do. There is no clock when it comes to music, my friend.
Well, that's good. Maybe I'll last a little longer then. I'd like to give a special shout out to Bob Crownfield here.
Amen.
Without him, this would not be possible. So what a thrill it is to be here, you know? And the other thing is, thank you, Rich, for inviting me into this. This is awesome. I was telling the guys that a short while ago we did this recording. It's called It's Easy. We had Dave Maddox, who's played with Fairport Convention. He played with, oh my word, he's with Elton John. He's on 5 albums with Paul McCartney, Jethro Tull. He was with George Harrison the night that John Lennon got killed. And so he's old school English. And when I wrote this song, he was kind of thrilled to do the project. He kind of really enjoyed this song. He says it brings him back to the old days, you know, of this style of music. So I really enjoyed having him on the project as my drummer for 2 songs. So we recorded it at E.J. Ule's studio. You're all I need, and I don't need to question why I love you like I do. It's easy. You just have to look at me, and I know what you're thinking. Why you love me like you do. It's easy. 2 of us together make it so much better than any one of us can make it alone.
How could any of us become an island without the sea of faces asking, what have you become? Don't we all need someone? You're all I need, and I don't need to question why I love you like I do. It's easy. You just have to look at me, and I know what you're thinking. Why you love me like you do. It's easy. Where would I be if I had no one to love? Wouldn't I just be undone and gone? If we're better off alone, why do we all know that two become one when the I do is done? And we'll go on and on. You're all I need, and I don't need to question why I love you like I do. It's easy. Cha-cha-cha.
Oh, man. All right. Well, this is the second one we did in the studio recently. And you can get these up on CD Baby. Look up Franki Denull and the Beings. 2, 3, 4, 1.
What did you just do to me? With my heart cannot see. It's like I'm missing the beat, and I'm out of time. It's time to begin where I never have been, sharing the song of love in our minds. What did you just do to me? 'Cause my heart cannot see. It's like I'm missing the beat, and I'm out of time. It's time to begin where I never have been, sharing the song of love in our minds. I'm swimming in the waves of love. I'm swimming in the waves of your love. Ah, what did you just do to me? Just do to me, 'cause my heart needs to see that there are no regrets when forgiveness forgets. It's time to go on where I know I belong. Follow the steps that move to your dance. I'm swimming in the waves of love. I'm swimming in the waves of your love. Ah, what did you do to me. Oh.
You know, I think that we're pretty well closed up with this set. I think you should come up here, Rich, and say goodbye. All right?
Let me say goodbye together.
Start it out, close it up, you know?
All right.
All right.
Frank, it was a good time playing with you today. I
Yeah,
enjoyed it.
absolutely.
Long time coming. Been wanting to do something with you for a long time. So,
I finally got the memo, wear the black hat.
all right. All right. Well, thank you, everybody.
Yeah.
We really enjoyed this.
Thank you very
Again,
much.
Thank you, Bob. Awesome job.
All right.
On the board.
Thank you very much. We'll see you all another time.
Take care.
Stay tuned. Okay, and if we're not done, we're done now. Okay.
Well, that was different.
What do you think? All right. Yeah.
Yeah. My temple's all right.
You got hot up here. Yeah.
Yeah. I started
You get
speeding up and I
railroaded?
pulled myself
Yeah,
back.
you get railroaded, and I call it railroad.
It does.
You know, you can't help it.
Was my temple seemed okay?
Yeah, you're great.
It sped up a little bit.
You know something? I was really impressed. I had a great time.
I love your music, man.
And yours too. And I'm
It's
like,
funny,
I
it's like-
don't do that kind of music.
I always liked
It's
your music,
refreshing.
but I never actually seen you